Well. Back again, ladies and gentlemen, losing my mind still. Um, I really can't believe the fact that the Eagles went ahead and drafted Jalen Carter. Still losing my mind about it, but give me 1 second. Hold on, dude. My dog is. Okie dokie. So Jackson and Jigba Smith just went to Detroit, or not Detroit? They're 20th Seattle, maybe it was. Yeah, Seattle. So recap a little bit at the bottom there. You see how the first 16 picks went down there. I really wasn't surprised by too much. We talked about Jalen Carter possibly falling because of those off the field things. Amazing. I am like literally out of breath here because I've been freaking out since it happened. So excited about that pick would be an understatement. But I'm ready because we've got another pick coming up here. So 9 picks to go. And I think obviously a possibility Eagles, if they see somebody that's fallen, Miles Murphy is a stud. I mean, there's a lot of guys that are available here that I think Joey Porter, somebody asked me about. I saw Forbes went to Washington, but you know who I want. It's Brian Branch. So bring it on, baby. All about it. Excited about this. Hope you guys are excited about this because, oh my God. So I am still all about Brian Branch. I have not changed my thoughts from earlier, but there are a lot of talented guys. And yes, Bresty is still there, but we just got Jalen Carter, so I don't think that's the pick. But Miles Murphy, as I just mentioned, I think is quite a talented guy. Quentin Johnson going to the LA Chargers. Let's go. Love to see a talented kid like that getting with Justin Herbert. That's going to be a wild offense. Keenan Allen, if he stays healthy. Mike Williams, the same. We'll see. We'll see. But Liz, what is going on? Appreciate you tuning in. We had a part 1 to this. I went nuts. If you rewatch that, you can let me know how you feel about that because I had to do a little lap. I had to go outside. Had to go upstairs. Had to let everybody know that the Eagles did, in fact, take Jalen Carter. That's year 5 in a row. I can't believe it. But the reason we talk about that, why that's so exciting, is because how much of a fit he is for the Philadelphia Eagles. I cannot stress enough what he's going to add to what Sean Desai is trying to do with this defense here. And I think for me, it was a no-brainer. If you can trade up, get him, you do that. If he falls, and we talked about it, maybe you only have to move up a couple. We moved up 1 pick, gave them a 4th rounder the next season. I can't stress enough how beautiful that is. So hope you had a great night at work. Hopefully you were excited about that pick. I know we all here were very, very excited. I was ready to run through a wall. We talked about at 8 and 9. It was like, look, they could definitely take Bijan. Bijan went, and then it's like, we might have to trade with these guys because they could probably take Jalen Carter. Dude, that's exactly what happened. So, I'm still trying to breathe. I'm still trying to take it all in. Enjoying this draft. I think this is so weird that I'm not allowed to like turn the sound on or show you the draft. I just get to watch it, and you guys hey, I do and love the fact that I get to talk to you guys about it because, you know, we haven't been able to do this last couple of years, and it's been an enjoyable time hearing from you guys what you thought. And, you know, I'm here every day trying to grind for you guys, putting in the work that, you know, I hope that you enjoy, and, you know, try to give stuff on the cap and, you know, try to make myself useful out here. And there's some really great content creators out there. I had my guy Philly Mike and Lord Brunson on last couple of weeks, and just trying, I'm going to get a new computer soon here before I lose my mind, but just trying to do what I can to, you know, provide you guys with better content. But I enjoy the hell out of all of you guys. So I thought we would, you know, do this together. And it has been a fun ride, man. And I know you guys have been pumping me up last couple of days. I love you, dude. And I see you guys tagging me and stuff. And I saw Mark, my man, big shout out, tagging the Eagles, telling them this is my 5th year getting the pick right. Look, I'm putting in that work. I hope to one day work for the Eagles. Let's not get that misconstrued. But I'm going to keep grinding until that time comes. And look, at this point, it's like, I don't know any analyst that's out here doing this. So if you're looking for anyone to hire, I am here. So, yo, and you know it, my dude. Let's go. I freaked out, man. For any of you guys that were watching live, I apologize. I was losing my mind. I tried to stay a little bit calm, and I tried not to ruin it just in case, like, you didn't see it on TV. I just lost my mind. I couldn't contain myself. Still, like, I was talking to my girlfriend, and it was just like, is this, like, it really, and she was pumping me up this morning. I was like, it is, it's happening. That's what's going down here today. And, my guy, my source here, he messaged me this morning. He said, so who is it? Who'd you pick? Told him, dude, I'm not. And he and I had talked about it before. So he knew my guy was Jalen Carter, and we had some discussion about him. But he said, I had asked him, and he said, yeah, that's my guy too. So we're getting everybody on board this train, and I think everybody is going to be quite excited from what they see. Let's go was what I was screaming, trying not to do that too much at 10:45 here, because I know I am very effing loud. So try to remember that and not be a dick to my neighbors. But oh dear Lord, my heart's still pounding. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm ecstatic, but hope you're having a great time, man. Whatever you're up to. I had a chance to go to the link tonight, and my girl was working late. It just, things weren't going to work there, but appreciate my brother asking. He posted some pics, and he got to go, obviously, and it's him that takes me. So shout out to him. I hope he had a great time. I'm sure he did. We talked about it right before the draft started. Jalen was the guy we wanted, so locked in, man. We were all locked in. We put the good energy, the good juju out there, and we made it happen, man. So let's ride. And if you guys have anybody you want next year, we're going for 6. So let's ride again. But appreciate you, yo, from Boise. Let's go. My man Dylan, appreciate you, dude. And sorry, this is a little weird. I've never done it from just sitting here on my couch talking to you guys while the draft's happen. I don't know. I've never done like a live stream during the games and stuff. I know you guys want to see that. You want to see me go nuts. But I'm so locked in, and it's always jacked me up. Maybe if we get things working, we'll have that happen someday. But I'm always so locked in games. I don't even usually, I would never answer my phone. My dad used to take off. That's right. We used to have phones with cords, and he used to take them off the hook. And then people would ask him, like, what if an emergency happens? And I'll have to wait till after the Eagles game. And dude, he was dead ass serious. So, and my dad had some health issues, so he's nuts, dude. But look, that's how we ride in these parts, and I appreciate you, man. Just trying to put out content that you guys enjoy, trying to keep you up with the cap, the draft, everything, especially the off season. I know it can be downtime, and a lot of people are putting out misinformation and dumb shit. And it's like, dude, I was on my deathbed. My girlfriend pushed me to start this thing, and it's like, it's been fun. And I wish the first year I would have done the draft stuff, but this will be going on year 6. This was the 5th year, though, because I didn't do the draft stuff the first year, but crazy. And it's been great talking with you guys each time, going throughout the process, telling you guys where I think guys could go in which round, just breaking it down from my opinion, because you always see it, each week it's this guy's getting drafted, this guy's getting, I heard from my source. It's like, nobody told you anything, dude. And not to knock people, but it's like, come on, man. Like, don't you want to build credibility and actually like just get real sources? Like, if you put in the work, you could meet people and they'll take you to practices. And I haven't made it anywhere. There's people making it further than me, but I'm just saying, like, I had put in the work, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And glad you did. Glad you guys were riding with me with Jalen Carter. I know a lot of people wanted Bijan, and that's okay. I liked him a lot too. He's a very talented back, but Jalen Carter is the ideal fit for the Philadelphia Eagles, and I really can't believe it happened, man. So let's go. Jeff, my man, appreciate you. He wants to know who's next year's pick. Every content provider, I'm with you. Love you. I appreciate that, man. And look, just trying to do work for you guys because I love you guys, and you guys are awesome. And look, I was much sicker. This disease can kick my ass at times, but I'm good, and I'm riding, man, and you guys ride with me. So I appreciate you. You guys help me. Obviously, my family and the Eagles, they're the most important things to me. So you guys are part of that. You're an extension of the Eagles and my family. So I'm always just trying to bring stuff that I enjoy. And I've been through crazy times in my life. Some of you know me outside, and but the one thing that's never changed is my insanity for the Eagles. Now, this may upset some of you guys, but I was in jail before. That's a fun story. I've told you guys a couple times before. I got a little on the sauce and had a little run-in with the police. And oh, that's just a story for another day. But I met this kid in there, and he's actually part. I'm not going to call him out, but he's part of this and talks to us sometimes. And appreciate you, my dude. Hope you're doing well. But one day he came up to me. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I just had this piece of paper and pencil. I was like, "Oh, I'm writing down draft prospects." And he's like, "You're doing what?" And that just goes to show you my dedication to the craft, dude. And this is before I had any kind of channel or anything. I just love everything about football. And, you know, since then, he's like, "I'm so glad you started," because he's an Eagles fan. So we kept in contact. And, you know, that's brotherhood, baby. And look, we talked afterwards, and he was like, "Dude, I can't believe like you're doing this. Like you should have been doing this." And they all the people I met in there, they're like, "Dude, you're nuts." And I am. And I ask anybody, I created like little pieces of paper in there. And each week it was, you know, you had to put in your picks. And the Monday night game was the tiebreaker. Dude, I did all that stuff in there. I'm a nut. I love football with all of my heart. And let's ride, dude. But I appreciate that, man. Really do. Just putting in work, hoping that you guys are Jose Flowers to Baltimore. Hey, going some receivers here. That's a great pick. The Ravens need to get, you know, some receivers for Lamar Jackson. Finally do that. They signed Odell Beckham. They've got Bateman there. Maybe he's gone. Come on, dude. But that's a great pick by them. You saw in Jigba, you saw Quentin Johnson, and now Zay Flowers going. So some good picks there. I'll update this here at the bottom in a second. Obviously, we got 2 new picks in there. But yeah, this is exciting. Brian Branch could be there, and you guys know I'm ready for that, man. But I appreciate you, dude. Really do. And just trying to do work for you guys. This is what it's all about. I was on my deathbed, man. I just tired, and a certain writer puts out trash content, and I just had enough of it, dude. My girlfriend's like, "Well, why don't you make your own?" I was like, "That is a great idea, dude." And started doing it, and found a lot of you guys. Got asked to write after the first year of getting the draft pick right. Now here we are, year 5, dude. And I'm staying patient. I'm grinding, but man, I would love to work for the Eagles. And I'm just saying, if you guys are looking for somebody, and Howie, I've met you a couple times now, and I've told you I'm going to keep putting in work, and until I feel it's right to get the job, you know, I'm going to take my swing. I'm not just going to be like, "Hey, man, can I get a job from you?" That's just not how that goes. So I'm going to put in the work and show them. And every time I get to meet him, I keep showing him that putting in that work, baby, and I'm giving him the gratitude that a lot of people weren't giving him the past couple of years, and letting him know in a time of being down, I believed in him, and that thought things were going in the right direction. And boy, well, that was before the Super Bowl run. And I told him, once we get the Super Bowl, I expect you to come on the show. He says he doesn't usually do that, but he would make an exception. Now, I just saw him on Jason Kelsey's show, and a lot of his story is like opposite sides of the spectrum, but a lot of the same stuff for me. It's really weird, but love it. And we're going to get him on the show, and I'd love to work with him. So I'm going to keep grinding until that day comes. And I know I've got quite a crazy story, and it's, you know, not the usual how people get jobs. I had a pretty rough life, and I had to work for everything, but that's okay, man. It's a testament to there is a grind, and you can make it, because a lot of times it just seems like we work our asses off for nothing, dude. And, you know, a near-death experience kind of made me look at things differently, but it is what it is, dude. And I got off my ED shift and was looking for your stuff. Appreciate you, dude. You're always right. My Joe. It's funny. My girlfriend said during that draft, she was like, "I'd be worried if you didn't get it right." And I was like, "Well, I appreciate, you know, the admiration there, but look, let's be real. That's pretty wild." I was scared this year. I was like, I just want to get it wrong so that I don't have to have the stress. Now, more people are going to be tuning in and be like, "Wait, you got how many years?" Because I don't even see people get 1 right, let alone, 2, 3, 4. And it's like, I heard somebody like, "Oh, someone guessed Cam Jurgens last year." I was like, whoa. I mean, that's good, I guess. But I mean, there's someone literally picking who we're picking each year. And I don't know how else I can. And I'm not trying to toot my horn, but it's like, don't you think I might know? I might know a little bit. I don't know. But I agree with you, man. Doing my thing. But I appreciate you. Seriously, much respect to you. And look, at 30, I'm hoping for some Brian Branch here if he falls there. But I'm not sure he does, but there's some talented dudes in here. You've got some talented receivers, linebackers, Trenton Simpson we talked about. I think a lot of guys, I know my man Luffy likes Darnell Washington. There's a lot of talented players right here that I think it could go a lot of ways. And I've talked about this Miles Murphy. If he's still there, bro, oh my God. that's somebody you add to this rotation on edge. He can play a little interior as well, maybe a little 5 tech. I think, we talk about Jordan Davis, or not Jordan, but we talk about Jalen Carter, our recent draft pick. He can play all the way from 1 to 5, 1 technique, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this dude, line him all over. He's a weapon. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited myself. So I'm with you on that one. And Sean, we're going to eat people's souls. With you on that, dude. Let's effing go. Appreciate you from Maryland. Let's ride, my man. Talked a lot about Rakeem Jarrett. Not sure if you're a fan of the Terrapins there, but talked about Deonte Banks, the corner. If Deonte Banks is available, he's a very talented young corner that could learn from Slay and Bradbury, and might be hard to pass up on a kid that talented. We talked about Forbes maybe going higher than a lot of people thought. And that happened. Washington took him. I don't like that. And I heard somebody talking crap about the pick, but it's like, bro, I know he's like 166 pounds. That's small, but he can add weight. And look, Devontae, I mean, this guy right here did it, and he's fine. But my point is, a lot of slander, people don't know what they're talking about. It's like, all right, dude, why don't you calm it down? Because some of these kids are pretty talented. And it's like they're getting drafted. It's like they're moment, dude, and they just want to tear him down. It's like, come on, man. Like, and I said that before the draft. It's like, let's not lose our minds here, for certain people. But don't want to trade back now. Yeah, neither do I. There's a lot of people here. So, but Michael Mayer, the tight end, another tight end mentioned, the baby Gronk, they call him. Not there yet, but I know that's his nickname. So, look, a talented kid. Wouldn't be against it. I talked about tight end too. That could be an important position where you could be surprised in the second round. So, hey, it could happen for sure. But Brian Branch would be my dream, as we talked about last night. Jalen Carter, Brian Branch, those were my picks for today. That's what I'm hopeful for. So, last year I called Jordan Davis in a trade for Mr. A.J. Brown, and holy shenanigans when that happened. So let's get excited. Now, Nolan Smith is a name I did not mention, but I would enjoy. Luffy, my man, what is going on out here? That's all. Can't trust him, man. Got Wings and Pete's out there, and he is fiending for that. So I better actually go check. Appreciate you, mother, doing that hard work. I do what I can here, but this pick, not next year's. This one, yeah, Brian Branch, my man. That is who I'm hoping for. But Nolan Smith would be a great consolation prize. Miles Murphy, that that blood is green. But appreciate you tuning in. Hope you are doing well. And Nolan Smith would be a great pick. So I am not against it at all. Behavioral health nurse practitioner. Yo, love it, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate your service out there, taking care of people. Look, appreciate you tuning in, all of your support. You guys have been great. We're getting closer and closer. I'm about to lose my mind, but I think if you guys give me 1 second, Twisted, my dude, appreciate you tuning in. Ali, my man, let's go. Jalen Carter, give me like 30 seconds, guys. I will be right back. I don't know what that noise is, but I better make sure that he is not doing something. So give me 1 second. Oh, my God. Well, I guess that's what happens when you just are up to no good all of the time. People worry about you. So I apologize. He wasn't doing anything, but better safe than sorry, right? So I got a couple more picks that happened here. So let me add those bad boys in. Maybe you guys can help me. So Chargers took wide receiver. Was it Quentin Johnson, right? And then Baltimore took Zay Flowers, I believe it was. And up next, we are waiting for Minnesota. So I guess I only had to put in 2. But I appreciate you if you were about to help. So let's pop that bad boy on. You see the first 16 picks there that were made. Jahmyr Gibbs, a surprise there at 12. Detroit, getting Swift and him together. That's an interesting combo. Van Ness to Green Bay. Look, we talk about him. I know a lot of people don't like him, but a versatile defensive lineman. Think he'll work out well. Broderick Jones, talked about him. Talented tackle for the Steelers that traded with the New England Patriots. And then you got McDonald going to the Jets. and Forbes to Washington, as we mentioned. But we talked about those top 10 earlier, and I think some excitement there as well. We can go back, actually, because we still got some time. Jordan Addison, another wide receiver. So you've got Jalen Hyatt, Josh Downs left if you're looking for a wide receiver there. But look, Bryce Young, that was a damn good pick by them. I think some real good picks here so far in this first round. Tyree Wilson, we talk about a stud. But Christian Gonzalez dropping all the way to 17. That was a surprise to me. But we talked about it, a lot of talented guys here. So with this draft, I knew it was going to be wild, and I'm glad we got our guy, and now we just got to hope that we get something else special here. And there's a lot of guys. You guys have mentioned a lot of them that I love, Nolan Smith and Brian Branch and so many, man. I would be ecstatic for it. So, but Allie, left off with you. Let's go. Jalen Carter, baby. You know it. I'm ready to. I did go for a little run of insanity if you guys were tuning in earlier, but losing my mind. All about it, man. I am very pumped up. So heartbroken about Bajan? No way, man. And look, I get it. I had mentioned this earlier. I know he's very talented. A lot of people love him. But to me, this was the pick. This had to be the pick. This was why I had him down as my pick, because he fits perfectly. You have him next to Jordan Davis, Milton Williams, Fletcher Cox, and then the outside guys get the feast. It's even scarier than last year. I'm not saying he's better than Javon Hargrave, just saying his fit to what Sean Desai is going to try to do. And I think we're going to continue adding. So, oh my God, if you had like a Nolan Smith or something, I mean, we're going to break that sack record. We had 70 last year. We'll get 75 this year. The record is 73, but we are like second or third in history. So, I mean, second, yeah, but pretty good. And then you just added Jalen Carter. So all about it. But yeah, we could go offense. There's a lot of players. We'll see who the top player is on their board, but so much talent left. Very excited about it. We talked about it. If they want to go O-line, they could go here, maybe a Cody Malk or something, because a lot of the other guys went. But I think there's so much talent left, man. Talked about, even later down the line, you've got guys like Keanu Benton. If you want to pair with Carter, you want to do certain things that it doesn't matter if it's offense, but I'm with you. You could definitely go offense. You could get, star player, especially with these guys going. I think, Hyatt, he's an effing speedster. He needs some work, but Downs, I like him too. So I'm not against any of these things, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just telling you who I like the most, but plenty of options out there. Plenty. Been a nice night so far. Weird draft a little bit. It's how it usually goes, and it's always funny because you see like the media like, this is how it's gonna happen, this is what happens, and none of that ever happens. So I just try to stick in my lane, talk about the Eagles, try to predict what's gonna happen, and I'll laugh at all of them for making stuff up for months. And it's like, all right, dude, well, how'd that work out? So, but Tim, appreciate you tuning in, man. Nice seeing you. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully this draft ends the right way. Let's go. Gonna watch content with so many followers. And that's the thing, a lot of you guys ask why I don't have more followers. It's like, I wish, I get paid more when more people watch and the more likes and comments and things. And it's like, I'm trying to make this a better experience. So the more it grows, the more I can. But, I don't know what the algorithm, whatever people, and a lot of people were mad with me last year because I said Jalen Hurts would develop, that Howie would have a phenomenal offseason, and people didn't take too kindly to that. They wanted to fire Howie, trade Jalen. And it's like, well, I think people see now why I was saying we were going to make it to the Super Bowl. And when we did, it was like, well, I still feel we're building something special. I know we did not win, and it drives me insane, but we're building something special here. Just have faith, have patience, and you saw free agency right away. It's like, calm it down, dude. We got the draft coming up. Expect excitement, and boom, here we are. So what I do, I try to provide content of stuff that happens. I try to talk about the cap, about contract details, about the draft, about things that I feel that you guys would find useful that no one else is doing out here. So try to be different. And as I said earlier, there's a lot of great content creators out there. I'm trying to bring my flavor to and I know I'm crazy. So sorry if that ruffles some feathers, but look, I'm just out here trying to love my birds. And if you guys love your birds too, well, then we're going to ride together, baby. Now the way I set this up, didn't think it through, but I've just got this eagle on my forehead the entire time. So that's great. But let's go. Appreciate you choosing to tune in, Jeff, because just trying to provide you with the content. So ask me any questions you like. How are you feeling about the draft? Whatever's on your mind, Who do you want here? Love these two right here, my man. And that would be icing. Oh, yeah. I will go through this. I thought about it for a second. Oh, my God. Remember when I talked about it on the show? Imagine adding the Georgia boys. Watch how you'll get Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. So I'm going to find that clip if that happens. But if that does really happen, as I just said a couple minutes ago, this defense is going to break that sack record. I saw someone like, well, Dick Sagigan said that the Eagles will get 40 sacks and the Cowboys will win the division. It's like, cool. Well, who did he say the Eagles were going to draft here? Who did he predict was in the Super Bowl last year? Because I need to start seeing proof that these people actually know something about football before I care that they said. Like, people always do that. Well, this guy said. It's like, cool. And who was that? Then, like, that's great if they have a name or work for a certain company, but I'm going to eventually be there. And then it's really not going to matter. So I try to put my mind in a different level where it's like, okay, if these people can start getting things right, I'll start listening. Do you think we go deep? Hey, man, we could go. And a lot of you have mentioned some great names here, man. And I've talked about Charbonnet. Not sure you would go here, not 30, but maybe you trade back. Maybe you think about that. Maybe you think about a lot of things, but I think you could trade up. You know, you have that 62 and 66. And I really think you could make some magic happen if you're Howie and you really want to. If someone's there and you're like, dude, Brian Branch is the perfect safety for Sean Desai. We talk about how he's going to run Vic Fangio styles and concepts and schemes and all that. But the quarters defense of Nick Saban, that is going to be huge here. So I talk about this kid, Brian Branch, who played nickel corner at Alabama, but that Nick Saban quarters defense, but he will play a hybrid safety for us. Exactly what we need. And it would be, I'd be ecstatic. So there's probably about like 10 dudes right now that I would happily lose my mind over. I keep missing when they're showing like the best available, bastards, but losing all the receivers. Who did the Giants lose? I didn't see that. You're saying they're about to draft. Yeah. They're picking right now. It's probably already out there, but I haven't been looking at my phone. But that's hilarious. So to the Giants, laughable. But and say, hey, I'm hoping for some Brian Branch, but a lot of you guys mentioned a lot of awesome names. Nolan Smith going to Jacksonville, so that's his guess. But we'll see what happens here. Giants moved up. Yeah, they got Deontay Banks. I talked about. Oh, he looks like he's pissed. Wow, this dude looks. He was like, they got overall. They got athleticism scores. Give me a break, these guys. I talked about him earlier, how much I liked him. The Maryland friend that was in here earlier. Appreciate you tuning in. That's when I mentioned it. Don't like it. Very versatile kid. Very, very versatile kid. And you talk about, they're showing his stats right now. Look, he only has 2 career interceptions. So people are like, well, we do. Dude, I don't care. His skill set, his athleticism, like what this kid brings to the table, that's what excites me about him, why I had him as one of my top corners. And he and Forbes I really liked. And I just thought people were sleeping on them. I thought they were first-round picks. You guys remember I had them in the show the other day. And look, he runs a 4.35 40. This kid is really good. So Giants get themselves an effing cornerback. Mother of God. I just don't like them. So that's why I say that. It's whatever. They're still going to suck. But they got a good player. But just talk about Michael Mayer. Someone had mentioned him. I like him. I like Darnell Washington. I know my guy Luffy likes him. A lot of players here. They better be sick. Everybody's sick. We got Carter. Dude, we got a steal. We got one of the top 3. I said it last night. If we get him, at 8, 9, dude, 10, we're going to be excited. We got him at 9, and I'm ecstatic. So Georgia of the North, I love it. Let's ride. But we get Nolan. Jeez. But, dude, we are the dogs, baby. And, I talked about that last year. We're definitely the dogs now. So, whoo. Oh, my. We got 5 picks to go. We'll see if we want to dance with anybody. Oh, there we go. Osiris Torrance is still there. You guys know I like him. He would be able to step in and be your right guard right away. So that would be somebody that's possible here too. Do not sleep on that. But Cody Malk, I talked about him, his versatility. I like that kid a lot. think he's got a lot of upside there. But we're getting there. We're getting there. But yeah, I ain't worried about him. You know it. You know it. But um, oh yeah. So I need to grab something real quick, but I will be back in a minute. Like our guys match up. Yeah, me too, man. I'm excited about this team. I talked about it. All we got to do is add pieces. I still feel good about this roster. So whatever we add is luxury, right? And they talk about it's a luxury pick. It's like, no, man, it's just a luxury to have these young kids because we've already got a good roster. You just add the best player available. And we just did that at 9. The kid was guaranteed he was a top 3 player, but off the field things, the Combine Pro Day, I don't care about it. Talked about how I don't care about it. That's why he was my lock. Lock it in. Let's go. So I'm going to be back in like 2 minutes. Give me a second here. But yes, I will be right back. Any questions, comments you have? Who's your thoughts on 30? Let me know down below. Be back in a minute. I'll fix that bottom ticker up too. But yeah, be right back. Go Birds! Hey-oh. Back in business. Sorry. Had to get some wings in me. If I have a little grease on my crease, I apologize. I don't know. Could be a shadow. That could be a huge glub of hot sauce. Is that what that is? I don't know. I apologize. I'm getting greased up. But the whole Cowboys are about to pick here. So, yeah, I saw Dalton Kincaid went there to the old Buffalo Bills. So we'll see. But as I said a few days ago there, that was just a rumor made up by Akbar Kabasha-Biamila. He will not be coming to the Eagles. But I don't know if you know Gabe, you yeah, I do. Actually, I got to, he had asked me to do something with him. It was like this clip we all did during the off season. It was pretty cool. But yeah, I've talked to him a couple times. He's a pretty cool dude, and definitely look forward to working with him in the future. But yeah, he's definitely a talented man and an intelligent man, and that's what I'm trying to bring to the table. You know, there's not enough of that. And like I said earlier, there's a lot of great content creators out there. Not saying they're not intelligent or anything. I'm just saying I'm trying to bring, something different, trying to teach about the cap, trying to talk about roster construction, how a defense works, just the ins and outs of everything. This is how I've always been. I told the story earlier, man. I'm a nut job, dude. And it's just how I've always been, man. And you know it, dude. That's my guy at 30. So hopeful that's it. Now, I was lucky earlier. I had already had the pick ready, the graphic, because, well, you guys know who I wanted. So we'll see who we pick here next. We're going to have to create a graphic too. Honey, do you see my phone anywhere? Give me 1 second. Damn it. So Mozzie Smith going to the Cowboys. Okay. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Back in business. How we feeling? Pick 30's coming up here. Coming up. Let's ride. Feeling froggy. Let's go.
You want this last one, honey?
No, thank you. Okay, so what do we got here that I missed at this bottom ticker here? Ozzie Smith is a good pick. He's a talented player. I just don't care all that much about it because my guy is still there. So Nolan Smith is there too. I know you guys, we've been talking about him. I mean, Cody Malk, Isaiah Foskey's a stud too. Cyrus Torrance, as I mentioned, but I'm really feeling Brian Branch, man. I love that kid. That's just who I'm hopeful for that the Eagles end up picking, but we'll see, man. We'll definitely see. Who did I'm trying to remember. I gotta change this bottom thing here. So Jordan Addison went to Minnesota, Jacksonville, and the Giants took Deontay Banks. I remember that. Damn it. So it is what it is there. Dalton Kincaid went to the Bills, but they were, hold on a damn second. They like traded up, didn't they? Those mother. So Was that what the Jacksonville one, right? Yeah. So, got a little buff in your stuff. Buffalo picked at 24 or where? 24? I don't remember. I'm gonna be honest with you. Check this out quick. How you feeling, guys? Who you want? Nolan Smith. I know a lot of you guys are big on him. A lot of you guys thought he was going at 10 there. So if he's there at 30, whoo-hoo-wee. Talked about this though. I could definitely see him falling down that way. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Will Levis is still on the board. Kentucky quarterback or someone traded his first round pick. You never know. If someone really likes him, it could be a possibility. We talked about that. I think that there are always going to be people calling to make trades. So if we want to trade back, acquire more picks, try to get picks in the 4th, 5th, or 6th, maybe you do that. But let's see. Let's see. You are a nut job. That's true. People have pipe dreams and you talk realistic. Of course, everybody wants King Henry, Buda Baker, Diop, Robert Champ. Line yourself and you speak. Look, yeah, I just try to help people understand how that stuff works. That's why I had that trade video talking about every single one of those people, to try to help people see how that money works and why a lot of those things aren't going to happen. So when you talk about why Buda Baker could have it do all those things. So look, I told you, Derrick Henry, my source told me that's just not happening. So I'm always just going to be here trying to get the truth to you guys. And I truly am a nut. I love everything about the Eagles. And I've just set out to try to just do work, man. And I'm going to work as hard as I possibly can, harder than the last day. And keep trying to give you guys that content you deserve. But look, he's a talented dude. Nolan Smith, love him. Let's go, dude. If you want to grab him, all about it. But Brian Branch would make my heart sing. And look, I think Will Levis has some upside, but he's definitely has some issues. We talked about that. I told you, I don't think he goes in the top 10, as everybody was saying. And I think that it's right about the right place here. So we'll see what happens here. But it is what it is. It was the Giants at 24, Buffalo at 25. Appreciate you, Tim. Yeah, man, that's usually what they do. So we'll see what they do up next. But so the Giants are at 24. And then you got and who was there? Man, I just did it again. So if you have him there, it was Jacksonville that they got it from, right? And then Buff. What in the ring around the rosy here? Damn Jaguars. So the Jags now at 27 because they traded around to Narnia. Now that we got that fixed, now I'm going to have to actually put the people that were drafted in there. So here we go. Banks, and then it was Dalton Kincaid, right? So, my lord, I'll tell you what. Howie is a true magician, and I think something magical is going to happen here. I have my phone plugged in, so I can't look at it, and that's probably a horrible, horrible idea, especially if somebody messages me something. But yeah, I think we're about to see something special here. I can feel it in my plums, ladies and gentlemen. I feel it. So let's get that bad boy rolling. The new picks. I do this all the time in my show, just so you know. Just not usually out in the open here. But yeah, dude, I think Dallas is going to Dallas always, man. And they're going to be really hurt. They're going to make up stories about Jalen Carter. Oh, he's not good, or they don't like him, or whatever. That's great, man. We are all very ecstatic about this pick. Literally losing my mind about the thought of it now. Let's see who we get next, man. And I'm all about it. Smith or Branch will make me a very happy. And look, I think Miles Murphy is still out here, dude, right? Isn't he? You've got Osiris Torrance out here. You've got Jalen Hyatt, I've talked about, Downs, Foskey, Malk. I think Brent. I don't see Miles Murphy anymore. I think I might have missed that or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm drifting out to sea here, but he was one of my better players. Trenton Simpson. I don't think you take him here at 30, but I wanted Brian Branch. Yeah, man, we've talked about Branch extensively here for a while, and I think it's the perfect pick for us. Anton Harrison going. Let's go, dude. That's one pick closer. So we got two people, and then it's us. So let's ride. Yeah, I think they could too, man, for sure. Jesse Bates leaving for Atlanta. I think they could definitely be looking at him, but we got to pray that they don't, or Howie goes ahead and trades up in front of them. So, if you want to offer them something magical, maybe they do that. I'm not sure. We did the same thing to the Bears. Look, maybe they want them, but maybe you could offer them something. They move back now. They're more of a situation where you could get a starter. Now, I don't really feel, though, that Brian Branch fits exactly what I talk about with the Eagles the same way he does with the Bengals because of the quarters defense that we're going to run, the way I feel he has a hybrid safety. Now, you could use him as a nickel cornerback if you wanted to, but I think that a lot of options here. So if he is going, I'm not going to lose sleep over it, man. I got Jalen Carter. I'm good. I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. Then I'm going to send out about 50 more resumes tomorrow, and we're going to ride into the day 2 of the draft. Going to get excited about it tomorrow night, and then this weekend we'll break down the rest of it. But, Joey Porter we talked about. I thought Banks and Forbes could go in front of him, but I had all of them as top-tier talent, and I think Joey Porter definitely is a better polished corner, and I think I have him ranked higher than them. But I talked about, I think teams could take, a stab at some of those athletic guys like Deontay Banks and Emmanuel Forbes, as we've seen go now. So, yeah, some things like this happen. It's a surprise, but it's not always cut and dry. Like, this guy's ranked here. This is the best. This is the best. And when someone brings us something different to the table, you never know, man. But yeah, he's good. But apparently he's fallen. And if the Eagles take him, I'm not going to be mad at that either, because we talk about Slay and Bradbury back. That's great. But you could bring in a young guy to learn from them in their final years here. So we shall see where we go here, but excited to see where it is. We have the number 1 offense in the league, so I don't really feel we need to add anything. I've talked about Osiris Torrance or Cody Malk could fill in that right guard spot if they don't feel comfortable with Juergens there. You can do a lot of things here, man. Bressy's there, but you already got Jalen Carter, so not so sure how much you want to do that. But lots of talent. Christopher Smith is still out there, and that's a guy that played a lot of nickel corner at Georgia, but he could drop back to safety. So if you miss out on Branch, maybe you, with that 62nd pick, hope that he's there. Maybe that's something you look for. So it's not, I don't ever feel going into a draft like they have to get this position. If we don't get a running, like I've heard that so much. It's like, do those people watch football but I'm all about adding. I've talked about, a lot of these skill position guys on offense, where you could add to the receiving room. We have the best duo in the game, but you want to add some competition behind Quez and Olamide. I think you could bring in a guy that brings return capability. So that's where you want to look. So if there's a guy that blows, a Devin A-Chain, you're thinking, man, I'm not sure he's going to be there. And maybe it's pretty high. I think he could fall a little bit, but I think the kid's so talented that you could really move him up. But what are we doing here? Sorry, I don't know what apparently he's got a pick he has in mind. Maybe let him out. I don't know. But yeah, Miles Murphy, I think, is still available. Gone to the Bengals. That's a good sign for us, Brian Branch. One step closer. Watch the Saints. They're going to be the ones that do this, and I'm going to be pissed off. But Miles Murphy is a great pick for them. So you've got Nolan Smith here. You've got yourself Brian Branch, and those, to me, are the top guys. But I know a lot of you guys want offense. I'm not sure who I would reach for on offense here. I don't think I would. I think there's a lot of talented offensive guys I've talked about that you get on day 2, day 3. So I would go that route because with the line we have and the talent we already have, it's not like a dire need. I know the media is saying, like, if we don't get Bijan, we're going to have one of the worst offenses. But it's like, I don't know where that comes from. We're in the Super Bowl and 3 points away, unfortunately, with the defense sucking ass there. But it is what it is, man. But I think they could go any way they want here. If they want to go offense, they want to go defense, they're going to take the best player available. But I'm all about Branch or Nolan myself. Who are you guys thinking on offense? You guys are saying offense, but who are you saying? No, should take Levis. Yeah, no one should take Levis. I definitely wouldn't for sure. Saints have Honey Badgers. Yeah, they added his ass, but they use those versatile defensive backs too, and he would fit right in. They could find a spot for him. He could play a little nickel corner, but no, don't want to see it, man. Brian Branch, let's go. Let's see if we can bag another one here today, ladies and gentlemen. Go for it. Oh, hello. Apparently someone in my face. What do you think, Brian Branch? Is that the pick? All right, he's saying that could be the pick. So we'll see here up next. And dude, if Brian Branch goes next, then you can still just get Nolan Smith, dude. And I think we might go that Nolan Smith route, So we'll see. MQY 34. I don't know what you're saying there, but no doubt, no could take Levis, but they could in the next round. New Orleans, yeah, they could. We'll see. But I don't think either way I'm going to care, right? I just think we're going to get a stud here in this next pick, and let's go. I'm pumped about it, but they go receiver. Look, I don't know that I would take Hyatt or Downs or anybody that's left at 30. That's a pretty big reach there, but I did say in my show about receivers, if a team sees that skill set that Hyatt has, that someone like Downs has, you could maybe want to add that. So if they're feeling froggy, want to leap, maybe they do that. But to me, I think it would definitely be Branch or Nolan Smith, because this Eagles D, oh my God. The Saints, yeah, no doubt. And they could. We'll see what they do. But no, I thought you were saying the Eagles should pick him. I was like, that would never happen. But New Orleans, yeah, sure, that's fine. They definitely need a quarterback there. Sure, Derek Carr or David Carr. Jesus, it is Derek. Wow. I think that you could definitely look for a quarterback there. But to me, you spend what you did. I think you try to kind of build around him a little bit, just see what you get here from him. But he's not a bad pick. As I said in the show, I don't know that he's a top 10 pick like everybody was saying. I think he's got some work to do, but no, he's not bad. Sorry, I thought you were saying to the Eagles. I was like, why? I thought you were like a Carson Wentz fan. I was like, oh God, please no. But I've seen some of that chatter. We need to trade for a quarter. It's like, dude, we're not. We have a quarterback, dude. We're perfectly fine. But yeah, sorry, my apologies, dude. I didn't know you were saying it first. I was like, but yeah, I'm with you, dude. I think it's definitely a possibility. It could definitely happen. But just saying, maybe build around Derek Carr, protect him, whatever. But looks like Michael agrees with me. Oh yes, my man. So look, we talked about it, Branch, and if not, then Nolan Smith would be a fine consolation prize. I guess. But I need my phone here, so let's rock and roll. Let's go, Saints. 3 minutes on the clock here. I'm ready to rock and roll. I don't know about you, but hook me up. What the? So Brian Branch and Nolan Smith available here. I'm not going to tell you, just in case you didn't see it yet. But here we go, baby. Let's get it. I think Brian Branch would be fantastic, but I also feel that you could get a stud in Nolan Smith. So if they want to add to that pass rush at 30 with Nolan Smith, that's going to be pretty exciting, right? I mean, this team, they can keep sleeping on us if they'd like, but I'm telling you, we're coming for blood next year. And I think they're going to find out the hard way, which is fine with me. Oh, I cannot believe this. This is insane. Let's go for 2, baby. Going for 2 here, folks. We're going for 2. That's how I roll. Get your picks in for next year. Oh, no. So I'm trying to work on these graphics here, and I just don't know. Yeah, and I'm with you. I think that Mariota's perfect backup to him. So it's great for them. I think the Eagles got themselves a great backup. I think Jalen Hurts, obviously, you guys know I did my best to get everyone on board with him. So it's been a joyous, joyous sight to see people jumping aboard that train the last year. So let's ride, man. Everybody's going to be a fan of the Eagles soon, dude. I can assure you of that one. When I talk about that dynasty we're building, this is what I talk about. Howie Roseman putting on a masterclass, doing his damn thing. So love it, love it, love it. So let's see where we go here, but I'm excited either way. Um, yeah, if they get it, we talked about it. The Georgia boys, I'm gonna crap my pants, man. Yeah, Ryan, agree with you 100%. And with Bressie going, I think talked about. I didn't think he would go to the Eagles due to the fact that, well, we just drafted a defensive interior lineman, so is what it is. But I think here you go with Brian Branch, you go with Nolan Smith. Either way, I'm ecstatic about it. So let's effing go. All about it. So, I just started creating this graphic without even realizing we didn't pick him yet. So maybe I should chill out on that. But pretty wild here. Man, Brian Branch would be perfect, but Nolan Smith would be a great addition as well. Oh my God, I'm about to have a heart attack. For the love of Jesus. I can't be mad either way, though, because we got my guy, so, right? I mean, it's just, but Brian Branch would just be icing on the cake if I could bag two of them. I'm walking away a happy man, and the Eagles and all of us are sleeping like babies, getting ready to rock and roll again tomorrow. That's how the Eagles roll, man. And they want to keep sleeping on us. That's fine, man. We've talked about this. This team, we're going to dominate souls. They were not ready for what was coming, and now they have to bear witness. So enjoy. I think they will. I'll be honest with you. So, things getting a little wild here, ladies and gentlemen. Brian B. Oh yeah, how about it? But look, I think Branch. Obviously, you guys know is my pick, but I would be ecstatic with Nolan Smith too. So either way here, man. Either way. But the Eagles, maybe they trade back. Maybe who knows? But I shouldn't have said that because last time I said when they traded up, they did. So I'll cool my jets. Oh my God. Come on, man. Sorry, I'm trying to create these while talking to you guys. I told you this was going to be weird. I've never done this before, but hope you're enjoying what I can try to bring to the table here for you. I know it's been a wild off season, but I think people are going to be pretty excited after tonight's draft. What's going down here? I think we see good things ahead. That's what's about to happen. All right, let's speak it into existence here. You guys getting a front row seat to me creating graphics. I love it, but I would have loved it more if I didn't suck. Okay. Now, after we pick, I'll bounce off out of here, and then I'll make a show about who we'll talk about him for a second, but I'm gonna bounce it first, and we'll talk about whoever we pick here. Excited either way. That is my couch. Not me crapping my pants. Let's go, baby. Come on. And look, if it's Osiris Torrance, I ain't against that either, man. Dude's a stud. So whatever they got to do here, I'm all aboard. I trust in Howie and this team, what they're doing here. I think we'll be excited either way, you know? At least I know I'm going to be. So it's got to be Nolan Smith or Brian Branch, right? I mean, I just feel like perfect fits, man. Perfect fits. But only time I'll tell here. Probably in the second year I'll know, but my phone sometimes makes me want to punch a bear in the face. All right. What's up, Hirsch? Hirsch is joining the show. He knows a big move is coming. You feeling it? You like my pick, Hirsch? You want a little Brian Branch? Or you feeling Nolan Smith? It's on your mind, dude. I think, I don't know either, but I think I'd be okay with both. I think Brian Branch would be, he'd come right in and help us right away. I think he'd be a perfect fit. Really do. But, I mean, we talk about Nolan Smith being able to take over for Hassan Reddick eventually, and just he could play at the same time as him. I just think another perfect pick. So, whatever way they go here, I'm going to be happy. Heart's pounding, though. We got him. Not the one I wanted, but the one a lot of you wanted, and I'm perfectly happy about. We have Nolan Smith and effing Jalen. Oh my god, dude, this is really happening. This is really happening. Jesus, dude, this is happening. Holy Lord. Holy Lord. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, my God. This is amazing. We just got two studs out of Georgia that people were saying one we were going to get at 10. And we just got him at 30. Like N'Kobe Dean last year, right? So, oh, me, oh, my. That's beautiful. That's pretty amazing. Not going to lie to you. So Howie goes ahead and drops a Stone Cold Stunner on the rest of the NFL again. So great work there, Howie. Let's go. I really can't stress enough how insane this is. We just got Nolan effing Smith. Love Brian Branch, but there's some other good safeties we talked about in this draft. There's a lot of good players in this draft. I am not in any way, shape, or form sweating this. I am excited about this. We talked about how perfect this kid fits. He was, I think, my top edge rusher. So, yep, sign me up. I'm all about it. Let's go. Let's ride. Let's ride, dude. We're killing it, man. We are killing it. I can't believe this. Eagles about to win the Super Bowl this year. Just really just going to beat everyone's ass. I just want to throw that out there. Yeah, that's going to happen. So, let's go. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, dude. So I think I posted it everywhere. We're going to break this pick down here shortly. I will make a video for this. But just wow, Howie. Go ahead, buddy. Kill it. Go out here and just kill it, man. So This is exciting. This couldn't have gone any better. We just got two studs, studs. I love it, love it, all about it. Yo, we just did. We got edge rushers. We're all about it. Let's ride. And look, we could still do a lot of things. A lot of guys still available. So a lot more people are going to fall because a lot of talented people are left. So let's go, baby. But look, I appreciate all you guys tuning in tonight. And look, I think that 411, yeah, man. I think we're going to destroy people. And this is very exciting. Nolan effing Smith. Let's go. Let's effing go. I can't believe it, man. We just added two Georgia studs. Watch out, NFL, because they're perfect fits for what we're doing. We talk about the edge rusher, that Nolan. Nolan Smith is somebody that is literally they're comparing to Hassan Reddick, and that's who we talked about, filling in as that outside linebacker, an edge rusher that can drop into coverage, do things, learn from him, play opposite of him. So many different packages where you're going to have guys, certain edge rushers and different. It's the amount of disguises and things we're going to be able to use. I can't wait to break this defense down. I'm going to be hard at work breaking, making the depth charts and all that stuff. I'm quite thrilled right now. Quite thrilled would be an understatement. So we killed it. We just destroyed the draft. So let's go. Nakobe there. Is that who that was? Let's go, baby. All about it. And we did. We really did. And, I've been trying to get people on board with Howie for a while, and I'm glad to see the love being shown for the man because he's really been destroying it the last few years. And this year, a masterclass. Jalen Carter and Nolan effing Smith. I'm going to be right back, ladies and gentlemen, with a breakdown of this. I'm going to whip up that depth chart as well, take a gander at what this team looks like. Be prepared, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to destroy everyone. But I hope you enjoyed this live stream. Maybe we'll do a little bit of this tomorrow, but I'm going to sleep like a baby. I already said no matter what because of Jalen Carter, but now, oh yeah, night, baby. Going to go have a good time and enjoy that, but I'll be right back. Going to give you a breakdown of this move, a new depth chart. We'll look at, I have Nolan Smith stuff still here. So we talked about him a couple weeks ago. Love this kid. Oh yeah. But I shall return. Appreciate you all tuning into this. But yeah, until then, I'm Jimmy Smith. This is On the Road to Victory. And as always, that's Herschel. And go Birds!